And welcome to dccodinggames.com. This is part 2 step-by-step guide in Mastering Railway Empire 2 Journey to the East. So the first thing I would do is I've noticed that I'm not actually getting enough meat in Budapest, and the meat's coming from Vienna. So I'm gonna set up just an express line. I mean, normally I would probably have a dedicated express line to another station, but I don't think we have enough cash at this point. So I'm going to just set this up. We'll do 2 for now. And now what we want to do is connect this city to Budapest. So what we could do is we could just connect this city with the vineyard. And just be aware that actually there's a hill there, so you don't want to get in the way of that too much. Because we're going to connect the line over to here to Budapest as well. And then we do it like that. It's 0, that's great. And then we have a line going to here. Let's just do a mixed train because it's going to be connected to more stations. I think having more bonds would be good because then we can start building to the east quickly. And the reason why we want to build to the east quite quickly is because we need to produce 20 loads of steel in Kolozsvar, which is over here, and that's quite a long way, and we don't have that long to do it in. And we also need to reach a 55,000 in this city, which is a task and a half. And we need to deliver 40 loads of steel there. And we have to transport 100 passengers on a luxury train from Budapest to that city. So there is a fairly lot to do. And I'm telling you this because I have done this before, and it is very tricky and you can fail quite easily, so you do have to get a move on. Now I want to connect this, but it's just way too expensive. I think if I move this out like that, that will be better. There we are. Now I sort of want to have this as a separate line for now. It is quite expensive. I'm just wondering, if we put another loan in, can we get another loan? I'm just thinking we do this one. We build it. I think on the last one I said don't get the top loan, but in this sense I think it is important to keep moving on this. Even though you think it might be a bad idea, I think time is really not on our side here. So if we connect this to this to this, and then we go back to here, I think that should be fine, and one route is fine. And now what we want to do, because this location doesn't have the wood and the wheat. Now we could get the wood and the wheat from here, this location there, and then there with the wheat, but it's just gonna take a long time, and we're already getting quite a lot of congestion here probably, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to create more places up here which we can connect. This place we just don't need. We don't need that. I know that will cost a bit, but we don't need this bridge, that's for sure. And it's 0, so that's good. Now we speed up time. Okay, we got the bonus connection, that's super. Now we can get a line down here, and we can call this grain, wood, freight, and confirm. Yeah, we know there's only one line, that's fine. And there we are, we've got a train going. I want to start connecting this route up here too. So I'm going to get the grain, the wood. I need honey, so one thing we could do here is make sure that there's a warehouse And in the warehouse, I want honey coming our way. I may even need cloth. 45,000, I will need it. And I'll need goat and cheese and bread. Or it's actually sheep cheese. Sorry, I got that wrong in the last one. So I'm just going to check this warehouse to make sure that we do have that coming. In Budapest, we've got honey and we want bread coming in too. But this city does produce bread, so if we do get a chance, eventually getting that would be good. Right, let me get this rail in position. Good idea is that we want to have 2 birds in 1 stone here, so we get that in place. And I'll start connecting the routes and I'll see you in a bit. So I've connected the routes. I'm just putting some supply towers in place, and I need some maintenance obviously too. On there. One there. This is growing a lot, which is great. Getting some honey in. It's getting some wheat. Right, if I can get a warehouse. And the warehouse, I definitely want honey. Now this region will increase in price, so it might be wise to get that early on. So I'm just going to increase time so that we can buy this region. And for now as well, I'm just going to put wheat and wood so it can supply this city as well. One thing I could be looking at is there anywhere that they need passengers, because obviously passenger lines can be very profitable if you use them right. Tempted for now just to make a double route here. Now I'm just going to call this Express. I'm going to experiment with something here, and I'm going to actually make this a luxury line, and I'm going to say confirm. Look at that, all these passengers, and actually instead of calling it an Express, I call it Lux. I want to see what business we could maybe put into here. An olive oil factory would be very good, because we've just got an olive oil thing next to here. So, and one thing I want to do is connect this as a double, because now we have a industry and olive industry going. And if we just put a weaving place here, we just call it wool. We want to have it as freight. Yeah, that's fine. And for now, gonna stop here until it gets 8 loads, so it's more efficient, so it won't cost me so much. Now the industry should start working. Yep. And then this industry should be working, yes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect here. We do need to get a move on. We can get some of this iron or steel producing. This is our next mission. What I've done is I've just made a separate line for this to here. We might put a warehouse here, connecting these places. If we put this to a express automatic and we say yes, see what happens. We have to speed it up, put a station there too, so then we just put these two into the city. So we have some bonds that just came in from aunt so and so, so we could sell them, or we could just wait. We'll just wait and see how they do, I guess. Unless we desperately need them, which we might do. Gonna have to see. But we have our coal and we have our iron going into here. So that's good, but we do need a steel factory there. So we need to wait until we actually get some profit, and then we can build something. The problem is that I need to also grow this so that we get to that stage. So what does it need? It needs honey, goat, wine. So I think a good thing would be to actually get a warehouse going here. Or another thing I could also do is don't worry about the warehouse too much and actually get a line going so that there's another line coming into here, and then that would lead us with 4 lines here, meaning that there'll be a big network going, and we could connect this to here instead of doing a whole warehouse situation here, which might be a bit daunting and a lot, you know. Whereas if we've already got a warehouse here, it might be worth our trouble. So now we're putting a steel factory there. We want to start putting our railway lines from the coal into this city, and then the iron into here too. And our steel factory needs 0.5 coal a week, which is producing, and it needs 1 iron, which it's producing. And we also want to set our trains so that they only go when they're fully loaded. And this train, we only want it to go when it's fully loaded. And then we want to see how much we've got. By December we need to have 20. Don't think that's going to be a problem. Now that's not really the main problem here. The main problem is this city. We need to start getting it growing quite fast. So we do have some supply things here we could use. So let me think. We could get a separate line all along here to there, so it just has a supply chain here, and then it could have a direct route to here too. So then we can get it fully growing. So I'm laying down all these stations to start getting some supplies into this city. We'll start to connect these like this, and then back like that. And so I think we should be reaching our objectives, but what we do want to do is we want to put a double line on this, because obviously they're actually picking up a lot of stuff. Their utilization of this track is quite sufficient. And then we will want to make sure the directions are placed. Also maybe having dispatch areas would be good here. Now I want to put maybe 3 trains when I get a chance, maybe even 4. Would be good to buy these before they go up, but see how much time we have. Yeah, possibility. But then I was thinking maybe getting another loan, but I think I've got 3 loans already. I think I might be in slight trouble if actually maybe get this loan, then I can pay this off, I can pay that off, and I can pay that off. Now it doesn't look so bad because I've got another just got one loan there. I just feel a bit better. I don't know why. Now what we want to do probably is we want to put a station here, and then we're gonna put it so that it joins into there. And I think we only need one. To be honest, there's a bit of a mountain there, but I don't know if I can do anything about that. I think that should be fine. Build it like that. Get a train going. And we're Humpty-Dory. Make it a freight. Make sure this is up to 8. Confirm. And we will put a supply tower there. I think also we could potentially put a warehouse here, because I've got olives and wood coming in. If this needs wood, don't know, let's see. Right, this area's stopped growing and I'm wondering why. It needs goat cheese, and there is goat cheese here. The problem with the goat cheese in this end, it's very far away. I probably need double tracks, and I probably don't have enough trains going into here. If we could put a warehouse, that would be fantastic. What would we need? What does it need? We do need goat's cheese, but I think we can solve that problem by putting station there. But for now, maybe we will put the cheap cheese, sorry, there. What other things does it need? Honey, and it needs wheat, but wheat is being supplied. Because honey, it's very hard to get to. They can't get that honey. So there's no honey around here, except for this honey. So I could double the tracks here. That's a possibility to double. At the moment, what I want to do is increase our steel plant. So we'll do to level 2. So now we need 2 iron. 2 iron. And what I want to start doing is getting some goat's cheese into here. So I will take another loan and I'll use this middle one, and I'm just going to create another railway line like this, like that. Try to get them to max. It's not going to be perfect. There we are. Olives, wood, cheese. And then I'm also going to bring this level up. So we need 2 coal and 4 iron. 2 coal. This could have a industry or wood, maybe. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm making sure that there's going to be eventually a direct line to Budapest as well, so we can get an express line coming in too. And then if we make a luxury train and we put it as an express and we say we want 2 of them, let's say, should suffice. So now by December we just need the 100 passengers of luxury train line directly from Budapest to, I'm not going to pronounce it, and then we're good. Now the bread factory is doing really well. I bet it's a lot of money. Yep. Shit. Should have bought that earlier. Should really be paying back our loans at this point because we're doing well. We have everything set up. At this stage, I think, yeah, I just want to pay back the loans. then I can worry about what's working, what's not, etc. And once we've hit our target for our passengers, I'll end this part here.
Very good. And our luxury rail line stretches a little bit further again.
Well, that's it everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, that really helps out my channel. See you later.